Good day everyone, I am Sheila May Torres and Joyce Marie Engo, and we will the reporter for the chapter 2. We will presenting the childhood of Rizal in Calamba. Jose Rizal had many amazing memories during his childhood days. Lumaki si Rizal sa masayang pamilya at sa tulong ng kanyang mapagmahal na magulang, lumaki itong may takot sa Diyos. He is born on Calamba, Laguna. Ang probinsyang ito ay kilala bilang cradle of the hero o lugar kung saan pinanganak ang ating pambansang bayani na si Jose Rizal. Ang probinsyang ito ay kilala din sa kaniyang kaakit-akit na ganda, pag-uugali ng mga taong nakatira dito, which is profoundly affected his mind and character. Ang pinakamasayang parte ng buhay ni Rizal ay nangyari sa bayan ng Lakeshore, wherein the worthy prelude to his Hamlet-like tragic method. Ang probinsya ng Calamba ay pagmamay-ari ng Dominican Order kung saan sila rin ang may-ari ng lupain na nakapaligid rito. Ang lugar na ito ay pinapaligiran ng palayan at tubuhan. Few kilometers from the said town lays the legendary mountain or Mount Makiling, and beyond this mountain is the province of Batangas. Sa silangang bahagi ng nasabing bayan, makikita ang Laguna de Bay, an inland lake that has emerald water within the blue sky. In the middle of this lake lays the town or island of Talim, and the north part of the town lays the distant town Antipolo, where it is the lies of famous mountain shrine of the miraculous Lady of Peace and Good Voyage. Rizal loved his town very much up till on 1876. He was a student in Ateneo de Manila. He wrote a poem about his town called An Recuerdo a mi Pueblo. In this poem is all about this town, Calamba, Laguna. Nakaulat sa kanyang obra ang kanyang magagandang alaala sa kanyang bayang Sinilangan. Nakalahad din sa katulang ito kung gaano karami ang kanilang pinagdaanan kasama ang kanilang pamilya. Nakalahad din doon ang magagandang tanawin at mga bagay na nakapagpabuo sa kanya bilang isang tao. Sa unang parte ng buhay ni Rizal, lalo na noong siya ay 3 taong gulang pa lamang. Noong siya ay 3 taon, siya ay sakitin na bata na kailangan ng maiging patnubay ng kanyang mga magulang. His father built a little cottage for him to play. Her mother hired an old woman to nurse him while his parents are working. That is why, at the young age, Rizal was left alone. Kanyang inilathala ang kanyang karanasan nung siya ay 3 taong gulang pa lamang. Pinakikinggan nito ang mga iba't ibang uri ng ibon tulad ng kulyanan, damaya, damaria, kupra, and the martin and pitpit. Isa sa mga hindi makalimutang karanasan ni Rizal ay ang Angelus Prayer tuwing hating gabi kung saan pinangungunahan ng kanyang ina upang magdasal. Another memories Rizal as the night walk in the town with his aya. Recalling these childhood memories and experience, Rizal worked on his study memories, all the memories and experience he has during his early life. This is the first sorrows of Jose Rizal, wherein their parents teach them to love and companionship, and taught them to love and help one another. Jose has a sister named Concepcion. She was close to him, and Jose felt the sisterly covered his sister, but suddenly his sister died in 1865. She was 3 years old. She said that Kocha was the first one to bring sorrows on his life. It is stated there, when I was 4 years old, I lost my sister Concha, and then for the first time I shared tears caused by love and grief. Lumaki si Rizal na may matibay na pananampalataya sa Diyos. He was bred in a wholesome atmosphere of Catholicism and possessed of an inborn pious spirit. At the age of 3, he began to take part in take family prayers with the help of his mother, who is devoted Catholic. At the age of 5, he was able to read the Spanish family Bible. He also loved going to church and take part in novenas and join religious procession. Tinaguriang Manong Jose si Rizal dahil sa kanyang matatag na pananampalataya. One of the Rizal respected person was the scholarly Father Lencio Lopez, ang pari ng bayan. Lagi nitong binibisita ang nasabing pare upang tanungin ang mga opinyon nito sa mga kaganapan sa mundo. On June 6, 1868, Jose and his father left Calamba to their journey to Antipolo in order to fulfill his mother's house. This was the first trip of Jose Rizal across Laguna de Bay and his first pilgrimage to Antipolo. They rode a casco and he was thrilled by the first lake voyage, and the boy had not slept at the whole journey to Antipolo. He was magnified by the silence of the night and the wonderful sight of the sunrise to the horizon. After praying at the shrine, he and his father went to Manila. It was the first time Jose went to Manila. They inside Saturnina, who has them to boarding student at La Concordia College in Santa. In this story is called about the tragic to his illusion which left deep impress toward Rizal's life. The author wrote this poem to convince the reader that it's better to live a life for something that's make you happy, even it's short, rather than to live a long life for no reason. The author wants you to get the message that you should be living for something. Live for happiness or for the love, but if you are just on the earth trying to take the easy way around things, not working for everything that you love, then you are living for nothing. Rizal's mother influenced him in his life. She was inspiration and he valued everything she had taught him in life. He obeyed her lesson by being obedient and remembering her life lesson.
Artistic talents. At the age of 5, Rizal began to make sketches with his pencil and to mold in a clay and wax object which attracted his fancy. At town fiesta, their mayor requested to paint using oil colors in new banners for the folks of the town. Jose had the soul of a genuine artist, rather an introvert child with a skinny psyche and sad dark eyes. He found great joy looking at the blooming flowers, the ripening of fruits, and the dancing waves of the lake, and the chirpings of cicadas, and the murmurings of the breeze. He has a dog named Usman. One anecdote about Rizal was the incident about his clay and wax images. He would rather spend much time making this rather than playing games. First poem by Rizal, entitled Sa Aking Mga Kababata or To My Fellow Children. Whenever people of a country truly love the language which by heaven they were taught to use, that country also surely liberty pursue, as does the bird which soars to fairer space above. For language is the final judge and referee upon the people in the land where it holds sway. His truth our human race resembles in this way the other living beings born in liberty. Whoever knows not how to love his native tongue is worse than any beast or evil smelling fish. To make our language richer ought to be our wish. the same as any mother loves to feed her young. Tagalog and the Latin language are the same, and English and the Castilian and the angel's tongue. In God, whose watchful care over all is flung, has given us His blessing in the speech we claim. Our mother tongue, like all the highest that we know, had alphabet and letters of its very own, but these were lost by furious waves, were overthrown like anchors in the stormy sea long years ago. Drama by Rizal. After writing the poem to my fellow children, Rizal, who was the 8 years old, wrote his first dramatic work, which was a Tagalog comedy. It is said that it was staged in a Calamba festival and was delightfully applauded by the audience. A Gobernador Silio from Paete, a town in Laguna, famous for lanzones and wood carving, happened to witness the comedy and liked it so much that he purchased the manuscript for 2 pesos and brought it to his hometown. It was staged in Paete during its town fiesta. Rizal as boy magician. Since early manhood, Rizal have been interested in magic. With his dexterous hands, he learned various tricks, such as making a coin appear and disappear in his fingers and making a handkerchief vanish in thin air. He entertained his town folks with magic lantern exhibitions. This consisted of an ordinary lamp casting its shadow on a white screen. He twisted his supple fingers into fantastic shapes, making their enlarged shadow on the screen resemble certain animals and persons. He also gained skill in manipulating marionettes or puppet shows. In later years, when he attained manhood, he continued his keen predilection for magic. He read many books on magics and attended the performances of the famous magicians of the world. Lakeshore reveries. During the twilight hours of summertime, Rizal, accompanied by his pet dog, used to meditate at the shore of Laguna de Bay on the sad conditions of his oppressed people. Years later, he related, young though he was, he grieved deeply over the unhappy situation of his beloved father. The Spanish misdeeds awakened in his boyish heart a great determination to fight tyranny. When he became a man, many years later, he wrote to his friend Mariano Ponce, in view of this injustice and cruelties. Although yet a child, my imagination was awakened and I made a vow dedicating myself someday to avenge the many victims. With this idea in my mind, I studied, and this is seen in all my writings. Someday, God will give me the opportunity to fulfill my promise. Influence on the hero's boyhood. On the night Jose Rizal was born, the other children were born in Calamba, and hundreds of other children were also born all over the Philippines. But why is it that out of these children, only one boy rose to fame and greatness? In the lives of all men, there are influences which cause some to be great and others not. In case of Rizal, he had all the favorable influences few other children in his time enjoyed. These influences were the following: hereditary influence, environmental influence, aid of divine providence. Hereditary influence. According to biological science, there are inherent qualities which a person inherits from his ancestors and parents. Environmental influence. According to psychologists, environment as well as heredity affects the nature of a person. aid of divine providence. Greater than heredity and environment in the fate of man is the aid of divine providence. A person may have everything in life, brains, wealth, and power, but without the aid of divine providence, he cannot attain greatness in the annals of the nation.